This next illusion, or visual, is one that was not taught in Europe. In fact, when I became a mime back in the 50s, no mimes were doing this illusion of climbing a rope. I think they were pretty much afraid of it because it's very difficult. The major reason being you can't go up. Tug of war is easy because it's practically real. You actually are pulled to left and right. But going up has to be a pure illusion. So I began to work on it, and I developed it, both for myself as a performer and to teach it to others. So I'll go very slowly. It's a little complicated. But before I begin to actually show you the dynamics and the techniques in it, let me demonstrate, at least the way I do it now, climbing a rope. Actually, even though it's an illusion, it's very tiring to do. Okay? Now, if you recall, when I spoke about the illusion of the tug of war and also the wall mime earlier in this tape, I spoke of the dynamics and the quality of an illusion as being much more important than the techniques. And that holds true for climbing a rope. Let's analyze climbing a rope. This is my analysis, and you can add more of your own. When you're climbing a rope, the one thing that comes to mind is the word suspension. You are suspended, right? So you can practice by feeling suspended. Pretend the rope is attached to your chest. You're suspended, which means you're hanging there. Now you notice I'm going up and down a bit? That would bring the other word in, which is elasticity. The rope is a rope. It's not steel. It does give a little bit. You can exaggerate this. So you're doing two dynamics, remember? Suspension, elasticity. Now that alone, if you add two hands, will give you the illusion immediately. So remember these two dynamics. Without these two dynamics of suspension and elasticity, all the techniques in the world won't help you. Okay, remember those two. Now practice suspension. This is from the chest. But you notice my feet, I'm just going up and down on my feet. So the heels are just going up and down. I'm trying to give the impression that I'm never touching the earth. Because once you're off the ground climbing a rope, you never touch the earth. You must never stand like this in the middle of a rope climb. You should always be bending your knees slightly. Okay? Now let's practice suspension. This is chest. This is a hangman, but my point of my neck is kind of gory. I've done this in a sketch one time. You could practice, and this is where you get close to the rope climb. Put your hand way up in the air, reach up off your heels, grab an imaginary rope, and suspend from that point. Suspend, elastic. Okay? Practice both hands. Reach up, grab, isolate your hand out there. Remember isolation. Leave it there. It's going to be painful right through here. You'll feel a stretch right in here. And hang. Suspend. Now, it doesn't matter if you go all over the stage as long as you keep these two dynamics alive. Okay? All right, that's one hand suspension. Now, two hand suspension. Reach up, grab, and suspend. Elastic. Now you want to climb. How do you climb? Well, you climb up, right? The idea is to go up. Up. But how up can we go? In reality, you can only go up the height of your rise on your feet, which is about, I'd say, 3 or 4 inches, right? Watch. I can only go this high, right? But that's high enough to give the illusion of going up. Watch. You're going to pull yourself up by pulling your hands down. Now, I know normally this would look like someone pulling a rope out of the ceiling. But we have to come down since we can't go up. All right, now combine these two. You're going to combine this action of going up the rope with the heels coming up. You got a problem here. You're going up 4 inches there, and you're coming down 1 foot here. You have got to blend the two together proportionately. So you must somehow divide the 4 inches into the 1 foot. So as I pull down like this, my heels go up, and I should end right here. I'm suspended, my heels are off the ground, and I'm as low down as my hands will go. That's the beginning of the climb. Is that clear? I'll do it again. Reach, pull. Go up on your heels, pull down your hands. Now notice something else. My elbows are in, see it? Because you can't climb like this. They'll slam in, and my 2 hands are aimed right at the little socket in my neck here, like this. I'll repeat that. Now be patient, this is very complicated. Reach up, both hands, climb up on your heels, bring your 2 hands down, and there you are. Now comes the trick. You've got to somehow get back to your heels again so you can go up again. You do it sneakily. Climb. Now, watch. I have to let go of this hand to get up here to climb, right? So I let go here. The moment I let go, this poor arm is weaker. It starts to sink. I start to sink down to my heels, but I reach up to stop that momentum. I grab the rope and I go boing. That boing is caused by overcoming the momentum. Okay, I'll do that again. This is the tricky part. Climb, up on your heels, let go of the lower hand, lower your body. Your heels are touching the earth almost, but don't pretend you're on the earth. You're in midair, don't forget. Grab the rope here and overcome the momentum. Now you repeat. Climb. Let go of the lower hand, reach up and boing. Climb. And climb. And climb. And climb. You got the idea now? In other words, when you do let go of this lower hand, this has to go up a little bit as you sink. And this hand has to race up there quick to grab it to keep you from falling. And never stand on the stage. You must always pretend you're suspended. Okay? Coming back down is reverse almost. Coming back down, simply quickly grab the rope with both hands, lower yourself down. Reach up your heels and lower yourself down. Reach up and lower yourself down. Reach up and lower yourself down. And then let go of the rope and land. That's the beginning of the rope climb. All right, now I've explained that rather quickly, but since it is a tape, you can play it over and over again. But let me review some pointers here, some subtleties. Remember, you're the mime. Before you do the illusion, before you do the technique and everything, you have to somehow mentally, inwardly, believe that you're climbing the rope. Don't sit there indifferent to the illusion. Don't sit there and climb. You must really accept the fact that you're going up a rope. And you must carry with you the reason for going up the rope. That'll help you. If you're a circus performer, for example, and you're climbing up the rope to get on a tightrope, so you have a lot of bravado, you reach up, and associated with the climbing is the showing off. You can even let go one hand to show how strong you are. You can go way out here like this. You see? You can play all kinds of jokes. You can let go both hands and do this. And then grab it again. That's the poet in you. Whatever you believe, whatever you want to play with, you can do in this illusion. You see what I mean? You don't have to be there and do it correctly. Practice doing it. Practice letting go one hand, let go both hands, and still keep the illusion. It's in the belief system. I'm still believing it, right? One hand, 2 hands, no hands. I'm still hanging around here. Okay? And remember, the elbows come in. Why? Try it. Climb a real rope. Find out for yourself. What'll happen is you have to get to the center of gravity. You'll feel the weight of your body pulling those elbows right in like this, okay? And why is it over your chest? Because your body swings over the center of gravity. So put your hands right over the pocket in your neck, okay? And never, never stand on the ground while you're climbing. No matter where you are in the climb, always have your knees slightly bent. Always show the elasticity. Now, if you get all those together, you'll have a good rope climb, okay? And don't forget all the jokes you can do with it. You can put the rope anywhere you want. Also, if you want to put your heels on the ground, put them down, but still look suspended, in case you're tired of being on your toes, that is. If you do put the heels down, don't pretend you're standing on the earth. Still look suspended. I often, when I'm tired doing this, will sneak my heels down, but I won't settle to the earth. I'm still suspended. Okay? I think I've given you enough warning. Have fun with this. It's a great illusion.